So right now, the end may be near for the longest government shutdown in history. A final Senate vote on a bill to reopen is expected in the coming days after 8 Democrats voted with Republicans to break the filibuster in a key first step. Let's bring in Senate Majority Whip John Barrasso. Senator, thanks so much for joining the program. But before I get into the next step, I want to talk about how did this deal come into place? It's very unusual to see the minority whip join the majority whip in something like this. So what took place?
Well, you're right, Lawrence, and good morning. The end of the government shutdown is finally in sight. Remember, this all started with Democrat blackmail. Republicans kept voting to open the government with no strings attached. The Democrats continued to vote to keep the government closed unless we paid ransom. And as a result, there was massive suffering across the country, people waiting for nutrition, the airlines backed up, people working, 6 weeks without receiving pay. And Chuck Schumer continued to change what he was demanding. On Friday, he demanded billions and billions of dollars of taxpayer dollars being sent directly to insurance companies to bail out Obamacare. Like Republicans have said, we're willing to talk about all of these things, but not while the government is closed. And it looks like today we're on the path because 8 Democrats joined 52 Republicans, and we have the 60 to move forward in this next step to open the government.
So in plain speak, because our audience, they don't understand the procedures. I think some members of Congress don't even understand some of the procedures. How quickly is the government going to be reopened?
Well, you're right. And the goal is to get the government open, give people the certainty they need with the upcoming holidays. I mean, that's what it's about. It's about paying people who've been working for 6 weeks, make sure that they get their back pay. It's to reestablish for the full year the SNAP program, the WIC program is with Veterans Day tomorrow, meaning making sure that the veterans' benefits are there and make sure that Democrats are not able to do this again. So it's going to take probably the later part of this week because the House has to return and vote for this. The president said yesterday he's ready to sign it. We need to get the government open. People need certainty. This has been 40 days of pain brought on by the Democrats, by this blackmail, and we see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, Lawrence.
Senator, it does look like after this is all said and done, the government being reopened, there's still going to be that big fight on health care. Do the Republicans already have a plan set and match, ready to go, in combination with the president to have an alternative since we know Obamacare isn't working right now?
Well, you're right, and I was texting back and forth with the White House over the weekend, and the president sent me a note. I'm a doctor. I've practiced medicine for 24 years in Wyoming as an orthopedic surgeon. I want the American people to have affordable, quality health care. And that all went away when Obamacare was passed into law. It broke health care. Prices went up 221% since Obamacare was signed into law. And remember, President Obama said he would lower the prices by $2,500 a family. Then, to try to prop it up, they sent all this juicy subsidies directly to insurance companies. So insurance companies' stocks went up from 500 to 1,000%. And now Chuck Schumer said, hey, we want even more money directly to insurance companies. That cuts the consumers out. So what the Republicans have been saying and what President Trump has said this weekend, if we're going to send money out, it ought to go to individuals so they can do the shopping themselves, make the decision about what insurance works best for them and their family, and there's actually accountability for the money. And those discussions have already been taking place.
Senator, thank you so much for coming on this morning. I hope you'll come back to discuss once that plan is put into place. We would love to have that debate on this program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lawrence.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.